The Avadut Brahmana replied, "My dear king, to Maharaja Du, with my intelligence I have taken shelter of many spiritual masters. Having gained transcendental understanding from them, I now wander about the earth in a liberated condition. Please listen as I describe them to you. O king, I have taken shelter of 24 gurus, who are the following: the earth, air, sky, water, fire, moon, sun, pigeon, and python; the sea, moth, honeybee, elephant, honey thief; the deer, the fish, the prostitute, pingala; the kurara bird, and the child; and the young girl, the arrow maker, the serpent, the spider, and the wasp. My dear king, by studying their activities, I have learned the science of the self. Please listen, O son of Maharaja Yati, or tiger amongst the men, as I explain to you what I have learned from each of these gurus." Text 37 now. Bhuter akramya manopi dhiro daiva vasanugai tad vidvan na chalen margan anvashiksham shitir vratam. A sober person, even when harassed by other living beings, should understand that his aggressors are acting helplessly under the control of God, and thus he should never be distracted from progress on his own path. This rule I have learned from the earth. जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी सुदर्शन महाराज शील प्रभुपाद की जय. Purport: the earth is a symbol of tolerance. By deep oil drilling, atomic explosions, pollutions, and so on, the earth is constantly harassed by demoniac living entities. Sometimes lush forests are cut down by greedy men with commercial interests, and thus a wasteland is created. Sometimes the earth's surface is soaked by the blood of soldiers fighting in a savage warfare. Yet despite of all these disturbances, the earth continues to provide all the necessities of the living beings. In this way, one may learn the art of tolerance by studying the earth. Generally, materialistic living entities, they spend their whole life and their whole time blaming others for everything. Anything happens, ready to put the blame on family members, on colleagues and friends, on circumstances, on God. So generally a person keeps tossing around in this blame game. So, in the process of blaming and accusing others, one is justifying one's conditional and sinful stand. And thus, such a person can never change. Such a person can never change. We see, you see, randomness is not even the quality of animals. Animals are instinctive, not random. Animals do not behave randomly, they are instinctive. Whether an animal will attack us or not depends on whether he feels threatened by us or not. Whether a predator will eat or not depends on whether he is hungry or not. They are instinctive, they are not random also. So, human beings exhibiting random behavior is not even animal quality. Even animals show some patterns. Therefore, we have to understand human life begins with control, self-control, sense control. Even animals have predictive behavior. What to say of human beings? So if you see, the entire nature is teaching us regulation. The entire nature is teaching us, in that sense, regulation. Because you see, everything which is happening in nature is a very regular phenomena. So that goes on to say that, now what are we regularly supposed to do? That is the dharma which is being told in the Vedas, the Shastras. What are we supposed to do? That is the dharma which is being told by the Shastras. And therefore, the injunction is that be fixed on your dharma. Despite ups and downs. So as Avadut Brahman is explaining, he is seeing the Mother Earth that despite so many upheavals which are happening on Mother Earth, she is continuing with her duty to teach us a lesson. And let us be focused and fixed in our duty, no matter whatever situations come. So what is happening when one is, so the ups and downs have to be tolerated. That Krishna explains in 2:14, Matra sparshyastu kaunteya, shitushna shukha dukkhada, agama apayino anitya, tam stitikshvasu bharata. So the Lord is explaining that when one is not self-realized, one is bound to be affected by the ups and downs which happen, the dualities of the material nature. the heat, cold, the success, failure, one is bound to be affected. But even though one is getting affected, one should not act upon it. One should tolerate, understanding that whether it is positive or negative, it is going to pass away very soon. So, what one should grab onto? The dictates of dharma. The dictates of dharma. So situations may exert a force, that is okay, a provocation, but the point is that life means to give us resistance to negative forces. That is the symptom of life. Only inanimate materials will just succumb to whatever direction the forces are exerted on them, they will move in that direction. That means it's inanimate matter. Life means resistance to any force. Even animals offer some amount of resistance. If we want to catch a rabbit, will he come in our hands? Not come in our hands. If we want to catch a squirrel, will the squirrel come in our hands so easily? No, they'll offer resistance. That is the symptom of life. Resistance to any kind of negative force and provocation. So the human beings, they simply want to make themselves move according to the situations, according to the very polarity the situations take. Then it is a symptom of a dead body, not life. That is why one has to tolerate. Tolerate means offer resistance to the demands of the mind, to the demands of the senses. To the negative behavior pattern of the people in the world around. To the unfavorable situations which one may come across. So one simply keeps tossing around. So when one doesn't have any stability of any dharma, any substantiability, any root, one is not rooted in any principles of dharma, there is no stability, there is no substantiality. One is simply driven by whatever waves are coming. Then such a person, all his energy is utilized in burnout. That's all. The random Brownian motion leads to increase of heat. That's all. The whole system becomes heated up. And in this way, the colossal energy of human life is wasted. So therefore, when one tolerates and offers resistance to being pulled in these directions of sensuality and negativity, then one develops great potential energy. And this potential energy starts getting channelized towards spiritual emancipation. So therefore, to such a person, no amount of situations can trouble. No amount of ups and downs can stop such a person. Such a person is going in a royal way back to Godhead. And nothing in this entire universe has the strength to stop him. Where is that power coming from? That power is coming from tolerance. Yesterday I was hearing Srila Prabhupada was mentioning about Varnashrama Dharma. Prabhupada was saying, Varnashrama Dharma, Pancham Varshet Vanam Tadet. No. At the age of 50, one should leave one's household duties and move toward the forest and take Vanaprastha order of life. Prabhupada said it does not matter whether one has fulfilled one's responsibilities or not. It doesn't matter whether the work is finished or not. 50 means quit. Or the maximum allowance. So 50 means quit. So now so many things may come in the mind. Oh, this is pending, that is pending. If this happened, that happened, that happened, this happened. Nothing happens. First you quit. Then everything auspicious will happen. And what if one doesn't quit? Everything inauspicious will happen. Because one will simply keep growing around, moving around on the grounds of sensuality. The maximum allowance of sensuality is from 25 to 50. The Shastra say from 5 to 25 full on spiritual practice. From 25 to 50 spiritual practice with some allowance of worldly affairs. The maximum allowance is 25 years. But if somebody doesn't want to spend 25 years, that is encouraged by the Shastra. He says, okay, if you don't want to go, continue the spiritual path. But if one so wants to go, maximum for 25 years. And that also, there are recommendations how to be very careful, not to glide down into the pool of sensuality. That is why 20 years of training and then 25 years of allowance, because this mental world is so dangerous. So, the duty has to be done, come what may. So therefore, tolerance is a great empowering virtue because it gives one an invincible strength. It propels one towards the spiritual dimension very, very strongly. Lord Krishna is explaining here that an aggressor, one who is an aggressor, who is doing wrong on others, such a person is already on the helpless control of Maya. Such a person is already has misused his free will very badly, and he is going to land up in an accident. So therefore, a person who is moving on the drives of lust, greed, anger, such a person is already a suicide bomber. Is already a suicide bomber. Means he's having a bomb, very soon that bomb will explode and the first person who will die is he himself. Like that. So we don't have to fight with this person, because we keep fighting with this person, that bomb will explode, we'll also die. Okay, if he has hit us badly, no problem, better tolerate and move on in our duties of Krishna consciousness. Because he is going to go forward and explode. So the path of lust, the path of anger, the path of greed is already the path to suicide. Dhayato Vishyan Pumsa Vinashyati Pranashyati. That is where the sequence ends. संगात संजायते कामा कामा क्रोध विजायते क्रोधो भवति सम्मोहात सम्मोहात बुद्धिनाशम बुद्धिनाशम विनश्यति. So ध्यायतो विषयान पुंसा, the kama is vinashyati. Kama leads to vinashyati. So that person is already vinashyati. What people say hate story, people say revenge, let me take revenge, let me first hatred, let me first hate story, revenge story and all that. What is the use? That person is already suicide bomber. We'll end up wasting our life energy. That is why tolerate. Move forward on the path of dharma. Continue your practice of dharma. They are doing atomic explosion, Mother Earth. Mother Earth can give a slap on their face. Or Mother Earth, if she simply turns, it will be earthquake, everything will be smashed. But Mother Earth is still accommodating. She's still accommodating. People are becoming so sinful. Mother Earth is still accommodating. Still she is supplying food. So this is a great quality. So Mother Earth is offering this infinite service space. And that is what Avadut Brahmana is learning from Mother Earth. People are doing what not on the surface of Mother Earth. She is continuing with her duty. She is not letting her Krishna conscious fervor go down, her service attitude go down. Same thing we need to adopt in our lives. Let not the fervor of our Krishna consciousness go down because of sometimes a person comes to Krishna very enthusiastic, but then one experiences some misbehaviors, one experiences some failures in one's service, one experiences some neglect, some abuse, and one feels, oh, my tempo has gone down. No, that is what should not happen. Let anybody and everybody do whatever they are up to. They will have to face the consequences of that. But we continue serving Krishna no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. So many times people keep crying out, we are how to focus. The focus comes from tolerance. One who tolerates will develop focus. But one who allows the situations to agitate or to fuel or amplify he allows oneself to be agitated, and such a person can never be focused into anything substantial. He'll be simply driven off like inanimate objects here and there and everywhere. Simply getting more and more bound and entangled. Therefore, we want to rise, we want to get out of these shackles, tolerate. But tolerance doesn't mean inaction. Tolerance means superaction on the dimension of Krishna consciousness and remaining steadfast, active on the plane of Krishna consciousness despite any polarity of material situations. Let's stop here for today. Yes, we have to tolerate. One who tolerates can develop focus. Grantha Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So like this, Srila Avadut Brahmana has 24 gurus. Today we visited Mother Earth. Further gurus will visit further classes. Hari Bol. Yeah, we should continue with Krishna conscious activities. We should chant, we should serve, we should cook, we should clean, we should serve Vaishnavas, we should go for preaching. What should we do if we are lusty? Do the same thing. What should we do if we are not disturbed? Do the same thing. These activities of Krishna consciousness themselves are our shelter. By that we connect to Krishna, by that we connect to Krishna's grace. There is no other way by which we connect to Krishna's grace. Hari Bol.